What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracka, which is comics, reviews, awesome movies, comedy, anything else I think kicks ass. It's actually the first video episode I've done in a while, mostly been updates. This is to answer a request for Batman Comic 87. He wanted a request. He asked me, can I show you the best of my collection? I kept struggling with it, what to put into the best of. Originally, I was like, I'll do 10 books, I'll do 20 books, blah, blah, blah. But basically, what I did was I went a little overboard, so be prepared. I grabbed a few books from each, title, like, Iron Man, Avengers, stuff like that. I didn't go through everything, so this is kind of the ones that I just think are the best. And it's all Marvel. I haven't picked anything from DC, so I might actually do another follow-up request for you and show you the best of my DC. So, because you didn't really get too specific, you just said best of my collection. But for me, it's very hard because I have a lot of comic books that I just think kick a lot of ass. And so this is the best of my Marvel collection. Let's put it that way. So I hope you like it. I hope other people enjoy it. If you watch my videos, which I know you do, I've gone through quite a few boxes so far of my collection. I haven't gone through them all, so that's still coming around. So you'll definitely see all my comics, so you can judge for yourself what you think is the best. But just gonna show you the stuff that I grabbed. So be prepared. You asked for it. One title I think is awesome is Iron Man number 128. That's a demon in the bottle. I'll give you a couple reasons why I do pick some of these as I think the best, because this actually is a hard issue to find in good shape, and it's going for a lot of money. And I just thought it was a cool cover, and it dealt with a lot of cool things. Human Fly number 1. It's one of those ones comics that didn't last too long, but it's cool. Me and my first appearances and my number ones, I love them. And this is one of the earlier comics that I got when I was a kid. So very cool. Daredevil number 196 with Wolverine. Again, just thought it was an awesome cover. Daredevil number 184. Another awesome cover. And these, like I said, they're all hard to get in near mint. This is Daredevil 179. I know Mongo Stop Time 07's loving this. Again, another awesome cover. Me with my first appearance, Daredevil 131, which is the first appearance of Bullseye. Very, very cool. Very hard to find. Captain America number 241. Again, just awesome cover versus the Punisher. Just thought it was cool. Curse of Man, I know he loves this. The Mighty Thor 225, the first appearance of Firelord. A lot of my stuff's first appearance I just think is awesome because they're first appearances. Savage She-Hulk number 1, which is the first appearance of She-Hulk. Very cool. I picked this one because this is actually the first comic book I ever got. And my cousin gave it to me, which I've talked about a lot. It's West Coast Avengers number 36. It is an awesome comic, and this is the comic that got me into comics. The Avengers number 32, which I heard is extremely rare now, which is, hey, more power to it. It's just a cover I liked. The Avengers King Size Annual number 10, which is the first appearance of Rogue. Very cool. Moving on to my X-Men. There's no real order to this, so I apologize. Just wanted to kind of get it done for you. Uncanny X-Men number 274. I just love the cover. It actually is pretty expensive in comic book stores. This is X-Men number 1. Magneto. Storm and Beast. I pretty much did all the covers. Gambit and Colossus. Then, of course, Cyclops and Wolverine, and then the other version to it, which was the thicker book that had like a multi kind of unwrapping. Uncanny X-Men 282, first appearance of Bishop. I love Bishop. Uncanny X-Men 266, the first appearance of Gambit. Gambit's awesome, so you can't go wrong with that. This is Uncanny X-Men 183. I just love the cover and the fact that Colossus was fighting the Juggernaut. I love the Juggernaut. He's my favorite X-Men villain. Uncanny X-Men 137. Obviously, this is where Jean Grey dies for the first time. Uncanny X-Men 133, an awesome cover. This is a really awesome book. This is my favorite Wolverine. Um, this I pulled because the Mimic is actually just an awesome character that was very underrated. And it's the oldest X-Men I have. X-Men number 19, the first appearance of Mimic. Very cool. Um, this I pulled because it's an awesome cover. My cousin gave it to me. Incredible Hulk and Wolverine number 1, which is the reprinting of his first appearance. Very cool. This is my reader stuff. I love it. And of course, this is the granddaddy of a lot of things people have always been asking about now. Of course, Incredible Hulk 181, the first appearance of Wolverine, CGC. Very cool. Cannot not mention that in the collection when you have it, because it's one of those ones that you have to talk about. Uncanny X-Men, or X-Men number 97. Just that was really cool, where the old X-Men fight the new X-Men. Just awesome cover. Another one, because I'm a Juggernaut fan, X-Men number 102, where Juggernaut fights Colossus for the first time. Well, the new X-Men. Very, very cool. This, because I absolutely love the cover, and it was actually just a great book. And if you can't afford to get the real copy of this, these classic things were awesome to get because they were cheaper. This classic X-Men number 30, which I just recently got a new one of near mint. Just a great, great cover, and it really is a great book. You can find them pretty cheap online, and it's definitely worth picking up. Uncanny X-Men number 111, again, just an awesome cover. And apparently I heard this is very rare to find in good shape and for a good price. X-Men number 112, Uncanny X-Men, whatever you want to call it. It's, again, another one that I just thought was an awesome cover. And this was actually signed by John Byrne, who's the guy that drew Wolverine the best. I love his Wolverine, and the fact that it's signed is awesome. And one that I just recently got that everyone is talking about now is the Uncanny X-Men number 141, which is the Days of Future Past. Awesome, awesome book. I do have the reprint version that I read. I haven't even touched this one. I kept it in its thing. Haven't opened it. Moving on. Another one everyone's talking about here is Iron Fist number 14. First appearance of Sabretooth. I know they're crooked. I'm just trying to so I get away out the glare. Yeah. But it's another one. If you have it in your collection, you got to show it off. There's quite a few in here. Again, these are in no specific order, but now I'm going to move on to Spider-Man, which is my big thing. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. And it's Amazing Spider-Man number 56. Just an awesome cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 41, which is the first appearance of the Rhino. You're definitely getting a deal. It's definitely a lot more than 20 and 10 books here, so I hope you enjoy it. Amazing Spider-Man number 226. I just thought it was a cool cover with the black cat. And of course I followed it up with 227, which is another awesome cover with the black cat. I'm a huge black cat fan. Amazing Spider-Man number 229, which he fights the Juggernaut, which is awesome. My favorite villain against my favorite character. And number 230. Apparently I heard they are hard to get, these two as well. This is another one, I just love the cover. Amazing Spider-Man double size annual number 19, where Mary Jane's kind of making fun of Superman, but she's got the Spider-Man suit on. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 64, which is the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. Very cool. And these have become like my babies because everyone is my friends are all trying to grab them from me. But that is basically, let's see if I kind of put it in somewhat of an order here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. These are my variants. Amazing Spider-Man 692. This is the 1960s cover. 1970s cover. This was the 1980s cover. Love that one. A lot of people were after me for this one. This is the 90s cover and the 2000 cover. All for the same book, but multiple copies of it. And again, like I said, my friends are after me for these, especially this Venom one. Everybody wants it. Stay away, it's mine. But moving on. Making a mess here, trying to get through. Another one in my collection. Just want to check the time there. Amazing Spider-Man number 46, CGC 6.0, which is the first appearance of the Shocker. Very cool. And to answer everyone's question, if they're asking it, no, not all my CGCs are in this best of video, so not to worry. Amazing Spider-Man number 87. My cousin gave this to me. Very cool cover. I'm very appreciative. He's got a good eye. Very cool. My oldest Amazing Spider-Man, which I just showed to Abstech 1, and that's number 39, because I'm a huge Green Goblin fan. He's my favorite Marvel villain, I guess, and then the Juggernaut's my favorite X-Men villain. Very cool. One of my prized possessions, for obvious reasons, is Stan Lee Meets the Amazing Spider-Man number 1, and it's signed by Stan the Man Lee. Very, very cool. I got a chance to meet him. He was just the greatest guy. And a lot of people go, oh, why'd you have him sign this? Because a lot of people don't have this signed by him, so there you go. But very, very cool. It's one of my prized possessions. Web of Spider-Man number 90. I have it signed by Alex Saviuk on the there. It was probably one of the best Web of Spider-Man comics. And plus it's signed, so that's cool. That's why it's in there. Web of Spider-Man number 1. Just love the cover. This you have to have in your collection. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 21. It's when Spider-Man gets married to Mary Jane. This is the Amazing Spider-Man Supersizer Annual number 22. The first appearance of Speedball, which I love Speedball. And of course I love my first appearances. Moving on. Another one of my prized possessions is Spider-Man number 1. This is the silver edition, and it's signed by Todd McFarlane. Right in Spider-Man's crotch. But very cool. And another one of my favorites is Amazing Spider-Man number 13, which is the same cover, but it's the black suit. It's a pretty good story. Amazing Spider-Man number 30. I just love that cover. Again, these aren't in really much of an order. Amazing Spider-Man 347, because Venom's awesome, and that's just an unbelievable cover. It's one of my favorites. Amazing Spider-Man 342. Another awesome cover. Black Cat, Scorpion, can't go wrong. Amazing Spider-Man 328, where Spider-Man battles the Hulk with his cosmic powers. Just the reason I have it in there is just I love McFarlane's work, and it actually was just a great issue. And moving on to a couple things that you have to have in your collection, from what I'm told and from what I agree with. Amazing Spider-Man 299, which is the cameo of Venom. His first real cameo, I guess. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 299, which is the first appearance of Venom, and it's signed by Todd McFarlane, which is on the top. As you can see it, first appearance of Venom, basically. Because people get it confused, actually. Everyone's like, oh, this is the first cameo. Technically, it's actually the first appearance of Venom because he's on the last page. You see the full Venom, you see what he looks like, and this is the cameo, where you get kind of a little glimpse of him, but not much, like a shadow kind of thing. So that's the difference. A lot of people get confused and they're like, oh, it's not, this is his first cameo, but it's not. This is his first appearance. Moving on to Amazing Spider-Man number 300. This is the Chrome edition. As you can see it, I can't see it too well, but if I can make it glare. That's the one time you want the glare to happen. It's very, very cool. From what I'm told, it's rare. I don't really know if that's true, but people are spending a fortune for this one. But of course, right in back of that, I have the real Amazing Spider-Man 300, which my fiance bought for me. I'm very, very happy I finally got it in my collection, the real one. So very, very cool. Amazing Spider-Man 289, which is Hobgoblin's revealed to be Ned Leeds, which is it was false, I guess, big thing, but it was just a really cool book. Another one I just love the cover, Amazing Spider-Man 282. It's the portrait edition. The portrait issues are really cool. This is, I think, the only one I have, the portraits, but I'm looking to get the other ones for the other magazines. Amazing Spider-Man 212, first appearance of Hydro Man. And of course, because I'm a Black Cat fan, Amazing Spider-Man 194, which is the first appearance of Black Cat. Very cool. Almost done. Almost done. You're probably wishing you didn't ask for the request, but this is just another one because I'm a huge Green Goblin fan. Amazing Spider-Man 136. Loved the cover. Thought it was great. His first appearance to Harry Osborn as the Goblin. Amazing Spider-Man 134. First appearance of Tarantula. Amazing Spider-Man 63. It's because it's one of my older ones. Number 66. Just thought the cover was cool. Another one of my old ones. Again, because I'm a Goblin fan, but it's Amazing Spider-Man 97. Very awesome. This is a variant of Spider-Man, even though it's got Wolverine on it, and a lot of people are after me for this one. Amazing Spider-Man, what is it, 590 variant with Wolverine. A lot of my friends are after that one. Like, give it to me, give it to me. Amazing Spider-Man number 238, an 8.5 CGC, which is the first Hobgoblin, his first appearance. And last but not least, on my best of Marvel, and that is the Spectacular Spider-Man number 2, I believe it is, from the original series back in the 60s. That's why it's in magazine form. If you look at the Spectacular Spider-Man, the newer ones, they obviously look like this, regular comics. But this is actually one of the original old series, which apparently I recently found out this is going for a lot of money right now. But I just loved it for the cover and the fact that, again, I'm a huge Green Goblin fan, and I'm glad to have my collection. And that's it for the best of Marvel. I mean, there are dozens of copies I could have thrown in this, but this is a lot. So I hope it made you happy. I could narrow it down, but where's the fun in that? I will make you another request video with my best of DC, which there really isn't a lot because, quite honestly, I mean, I only recently became a DC fan back in 2002, so I really don't have that many. But I'll show you the best of that when I'll get to that soon. I hope this tied you over for now. And thanks for watching Batman Comic 87. Thanks for the requests. I appreciate it. Anyone else out there that wants requests, questions, anything, by all means, throw it my way, and I'll get to them. And thanks for watching. If you really like what you see, hit the like button. If you really like it, hit the subscribe. And thanks again. Later.